Hello everyone, welcome to Incredible Study. Today in this lecture, we know about force. We start the new chapter, that is force. This is the unit 1 of class 10. And here are learning objectives. We study these all in our upcoming lectures. Okay, so without getting time, let's start this lecture. Here first is force. Before this, we understand about lecture. Means learning objectives. Here, learning objectives, first we know the introduction of this chapter, that is force. And then after we move to our next, that is gravitation and gravity. Gravitation is the force of attraction between any two bodies due to their masses. Okay, and gravity is also force. Here, now second number we will discuss Newton's law of gravitation. There are some law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. We will discuss that. And third number we discuss acceleration due to gravity. This is general gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. Okay. And here fourth number is mass and weight. We will also deal with these two topics. And last one is free fall and weightlessness. These two terms are very important for this chapter. And here gravitation, these all are very important. These all are the topics which are included by the syllabus board. Okay. So before going to start this, I am going to tell it serially once again. First one, gravitation and gravity. Second one, Newton's law of gravitation. Third one, acceleration due to gravity. Fourth one, mass and weight. And here fifth one is free fall and weightlessness. Okay, fifth one. This is fifth one. So let's go to our topic, that is force. Force is very important and necessary in our daily life. To do any kinds of work, we need force. To perform any task, whether to run or ride bicycle, to go from anywhere to anywhere, okay, we need force. And generally to push, pull, stretch, squeeze, etc. To do these things we need force. And generally force is there is we perform actions in two ways, pull or push. This is pull and this is push. When you push anything, then that is called push. So we define force as the pull or push on a body which changes the position or state of an object. Pull or push which changes the state of object. Here state from rest to motion. See here, either from, suppose the body is in rest. If we apply here force, then body comes in motion. Okay, then body comes in motion. Suppose the cycle is this is bigger. Okay, suppose this is cycle. Suppose cycle is running on the road. Okay, and when we apply brake or when someone stops it, then from motion it comes to rest. This is force. This is due to force. Okay, and when we apply force, then suddenly body comes to rest or tends to come in rest due to the action of force. Okay, this is also due to force. Okay, and this is also due to force. So on the basis of contact, there are two types of force: physical force or physical contact force and non-contact force. Okay, on the basis of contact, on the basis of on the basis of contact. Okay, on the basis of contact, physical contact. Physical contact. There are two types of force. First one is contact force and second one is non-contact force. Contact force and second one is non-contact force. Non-contact force. Two types. First one is contact force and second one is non-contact force. Here we define contact force means what? The force which results due to the physical contact. Suppose I am pushing this marker, this is physical contact. I am pushing this board, this is physical contact. When we apply force, no. When we apply the force in the physical body by touching it, there is interaction between two bodies. That is called contact force. Okay. Suppose I am applying force with this marker on the board. This contact is between them. This marker and this whiteboard. So this is known as contact force. Now we move to our next, that is non-contact force. Non-contact force means what? The force which results even without interacting on the body between the two bodies. The force due to your interaction is not present. Suppose this example of non-contact force is magnetic force, electric force. An example of contact force is frictional force. Suppose here cycle is moving. When we apply brake, then frictional force is applied here. Frictional force. This is contact force. Contact is between this tire and road. So we consider this frictional force as a contact force. And second example is muscular force. Muscular force, it is also contact force. Second number, non-contact force. There is no interaction between two bodies or between objects. Okay. Here we consider examples: magnetic field, magnetic force, electric forces. Okay. Gravitation is also this gravitation is also non-contact force. Okay. I have two magnets. I'm going to show you examples. Okay. Here are two magnets, and we here show non-contact force. Force exists between them. This is attraction force, attractive force. Okay, and this one is repulsive force. Force is between them. If you perform these activities by yourself, then you understand force exists between them. Okay, this is non-contact force. So we define force, the non-contact force, as the force which exists in between the body due to not in physical contact. Okay, the force exists even due to even the no interaction with the body. Force results without interaction between the body or without interaction. Okay, so in this lecture we only discuss force and on types of force. That here we write example of contact force. This one is example for contact force, that is muscular force. Muscular force. And second one, frictional force. Frictional force. And so on, many etc. Second one, examples for non-contact force: gravitation, Gravitation. It is also example of non-contact force. And second one is magnetic force. Magnetic force. Third one is electric force. These are examples of contact force and these are examples of non-contact force. Gravitation, magnetic force, electric force, these all are example of non-contact force. So as a conclusion, in this lecture we have understood about force, definition of force, pull or push that changes the position of the body. Let me write, okay? Pull or push. Pull or push that changes the state of body, that changes or tends to change or tends to change. It tries to change. Tends to change means tries to change. The pull or push that changes or tends to change the state of body, either from rest to motion or vice versa. Either from rest to motion or motion to rest. Okay. In this lecture, we have understood about force. What is force and uses of force. Okay. And on the basis of physical contact, types of force we have studied. There are two types of force on the basis of physical contact. First one is contact force and second one is non-contact force. We have also studied examples of this contact force, that is muscular force, frictional force, etc. And non-contact force, gravitation force, magnetic force, electric force. But important thing we have also studied in this lecture, that is first lecture. Since this is the first lecture of this chapter, we have discussed learning objectives. What are the objectives that we have to follow to finish this topic? The objectives are gravitation and gravity, Newton's law of gravitation, acceleration due to gravity, mass and weight, free fall and weightlessness. So in this lecture only this much. In next lecture we'll discuss another topic. Thank you for today.